FTW. You mad? FTW Broadcasting here for the win. We bring you hot League of Legends action. Yeah, that's right, League of Legends. We've been waiting to cast this game on a professional level for years. Finally, Riot Games implemented a spectator mode, which I'm super pumped about. I can't wait to get into this. This will be the very first cast I'm ever doing with the spectator mode, so your feedback is very important. This game is going to be a top ELO game that I selected from the League of Legends main navigation. We're 4 minutes into it right now, as you can't select a game from its very start from the main navigation, but regardless, we're going to be doing both Procasts, which is what this is, and Trollcasts on the channel, which is going to be low ELO players playing terribly and us trolling them and making fun of them. So we're going to be doing both for League of Legends because of this new spectator system, so I'm pumped about it, baby. So let's introduce the teams and get into this match. Your feedback is appreciated when you can tell me how my commentary is, how I can improve, as I am going to be pumping out tons of League of Legends commentary. On the blue team, we've got Zero Pilo as the Soraka support, and we've got Slippy Hippie as the Ashe AD carry. On the purple side, in the bottom lane, we've got Nidus her main. You get it? It's sexual, and it's StarCraft 2 related, as playing as the Janna support, and we've got Nubcake playing as the Caitlyn AD carry. Very even matchup here. However, early game, Soraka will be able to provide that extra support, and that Ashe probably will outfarm the Caitlyn by a little bit up until level 8. In the mid lane, we've got Yoruzo playing as the Ryze AP carry, and we've got Dota Spieler, obviously a DOTA player, playing as the Lulu in the mid, and we've got the purple jungle Molsons about to come in on some harass here as we're going to start this game, so that should be pretty interesting. And the blue jungle is Evil Funny Bunny, about to hit up that blue here, playing as Savannah, and we've got Volibear in the top lane, Espada, very nice name, and 2Gate Lot, another StarCraft player, playing as Riven in the top lane. So we've got our 2 top solos and 2 junglers. This is the traditional meta that you see in pretty much all high elo matches. When you're in Nubcake matches, though, you see 2 top. Noobs. Alright, let's get into it. As we press play, let's see if this Nautilus can successfully harass her. Oh, the dredge line missing there. So it looks like Nautilus has got to pull back, head on back, and this Riven is just straight chilling in the bushes. Kind of has me nervous. Is Riven going to come out and attack Volibear? Riven should probably start farming sometime soon, so let's see how that turns out. In the bottom lane, looks like some pretty standard fare. Soraka doing the healing thing, some harassment going on. Ashe able to lay down the damage there, and because of Soraka's heal, there's going to be a lot more sustain, yes. And Janna and Caitlyn are having to blow those heal pots early game, which is critical. And a little bit of harassment coming here from Riven. Riven dealing the serious damage. Volibear having to blow that heal pot, and definitely surviving, Volibear is close to the tower. Don't think Volibear is going to get killed yet, but Savannah coming in here for the harass. But in the bottom lane, Nautilus also coming in for the harass, missing the dredge line. Let's see how the harass is going up top. 2 very active jungles getting harass on at the exact same time. Savannah coming in, not successful in the kill, but definitely successful in dealing damage here. Savannah hiding in the bushes and coming back out again with a lust for blood. Let's see what's going on in the bottom lane as Nautilus gets moved out and gets chased out as he was chilling in the triangle butt sex bushes. It looks like 2 wards are placed there right now, and Ryze is pinging mid, thinking that, oh no, he's calling for a gank. He's pinging this bush thinking there might be a Nautilus in there. I'm not exactly sure why he's pinging, but he thinks that there's some sort of harassment or some sort of gank coming into the mid, and that was the case, but it was coming from the other side as Nautilus is going to move up into the woods. Uh-oh, these 2 jungles, they're probably going to clash here. No, both of them have their priorities straight. Their priorities are to just turn around and immediately harass mid, seeing the opportunity open. The Sylvana getting very, very active at level 3 and level 4 in this game. Very interesting, with the blue buff feeling very confident. Looks like our Volibear just got pinged, so this Nautilus is coming up the river. Oh my god, Volibear almost got the kill there on Riven, but now Nautilus is coming in with the dredge line. Successful dredge line. Oh my. Oh, very bad, but the Titan's Wrath connecting as well. Oh, but the Ignite taking out Riven there as well. It was a 1-for-1 exchange. You couldn't ask for more, I guess, as a Volibear getting 2-Z'd there. So, decent job by him. Sylvana coming in, and Ryze with the grab, unable to get the kill there on Lulu, as Lulu turns around doing that massive damage there to this jungle. Jungle should be okay, though. Sylvana should be alright. He's gonna head out. Maybe he's gonna hit up that red. No, he's gonna hit up the Wraiths in the meantime. Nautilus now able to sort of free push on this lane. How much damage damage is he going to be able to do to this tower? We'll find out. Probably a quarter of the damage as Volibear is coming up the lane here. Let's see how this turns out. Maybe a quarter to a third on that tower, which is a significant amount this early in the game. So, bit of exchange here mid, a little bit of action. Let's see if Rise does have his ultimate right now and the mana to use it, so maybe he's able to burst down this Lulu. Let's see if that happens, and he's just kind of harassing right now. And we do have the jungle heading out here right now. So in the bottom lane, looks like both are heading home. Both Janna and Caitlyn heading home, so this will be an opportunity. Let's see if Ashe and Soraka decide to take it to push up on that tower, maybe deal some damage. Ashe there with the sight in the bushes, knowing that they're no longer present. However, another gank about to happen in the top lane. No ward here, so this Volibear does not know what's going on. Oh my gosh, let's see what happens. Oh, connecting with both the dredge line and his other move. Let's see if he's able to survive. Riven, is he going to chase? God, the Volibear barely survives with almost 30 HP, able to pull out there. Oh my gosh, Nautilus able to connect with both moves. Wow. With Titan's Wrath and Dredge Line, Volibear barely survives, gonna stick around. He's got a Death Wish, as Riven could just do a little jump there and just take him out. Riven, though, doing massive damage to this tower. Nautilus seeing the opportunity, but deciding to pull out. As Volibear waiting for that healing consumable to finish, he's gonna come in and push the Riven away, save the tower, but the creeps are just beating the hell out of this tower as it only has 99 HP remaining. Looks like this Volibear is pretty much doomed. Oh my gosh, but Volibear is going buck wild right now, popping that ulti, unable to get a kill there though. It's surviving for a decent amount of time. Sivana gonna try to come in and do some cleanup. Oh, with the exhaust right on that Nautilus. Will they be able to 2v1 turnaround on this jungle? The jungle, oh, taking out the Nautilus. Is this gonna be a double kill? He's got his red buff. Sivana deciding to wisely pull back and not dive in on the tower yet. The tower too powerful as they're only level 6. Uh-oh, Lulu coming in here to clean up the mess. This Sivana's in quite a position. Is he gonna just dive FTW for the kill here? Yes, he does dive FTW. Oh, but he doesn't get it. And Rise trying to come in and save the situation. Just a moment too late in that situation. Let's check out the bottom lane and see how the ever-important AD carry is farming this game. Ashe is ahead right now by 10. Ashe is ahead right now by 10. Make that 11. Up until level 8, Ashe probably... Ooh, Evil Funny Bunny just disconnected and reconnected. Okay, we're in good shape there. Ashe with a little bit of advantage up until level 8. And then about level 8, it probably is going to even out a bit. Yes, indeed. So it doesn't look like there's too much going on down here. Not too many kills occurring. Just general harassment and farming. Nothing really too much to note as our Nautilus is picking up the red. Volibear already lost his tower at the 730 mark, so right now he's in a vulnerable position and now open because that tower is gone to additional ganks. And looks like Lulu is... God, there's just so many freaking pings going on. Rise pinging out the Yin Yang. Gonna try to take out this Caitlyn. Boom! Popping him up, but he's... Oh, nice little move back there by Caitlyn. Caitlyn blowing Caitlyn's flash. Is Caitlyn going to survive? Rise should be able to finish the job here. Yes, Rise does finish it off. Nautilus wisely pulls back in that situation as he was almost got 3v1 destroyed in that situation. And now Janna gonna have to hug this tower just to survive. Sivana in the woods, in a 2v1 situation, probably gonna be able to get out. Did Nautilus pop the ultimate? Yes, but Sivana pops, oh boy. Lulu with the ultimate there, finishing off the job. Sivana unable to escape, as Sivana, once you get into mid and late game, so easy to escape once you get into that ultimate. Alright, looks like Nautilus is going to pick up the blue as well. Going to have double buff, make him that much more powerful. No, not going to pick up the blue. Going to go ahead and give it to Lulu instead. Very wisely giving it to Lulu. Lulu with the double blue-red combo, and Nautilus with just the red right now. So Lulu going to be able to press her luck in the mid lane. And Riven pulling back from the top lane, gonna head back, maybe farm some golems in the meantime, and go ahead and farm it up. Looks like the blue is being pinged right now. Sivana wants to share that with whom? With Rise, of course. Rise coming on over. What they don't know is that there is a ward here right now, so they know that they are farming that, but there's nobody really within a proximity on the map to really harass and stop that blue. Right now, this tower really hasn't taken too many hits, so it's just sort of a even matchup here in the bottom lane. Ashe right now with 89, Caitlyn right now with 73, so Ashe still with the farming advantage, but not too much of an advantage yet. Ashe with 2 Doran's Blades and a pair of Berserker's Greaves, unable to get that BF sword, with that ever powerful BF sword, right? and Caitlyn right now with a similar build, with a similar setup. So I think this Ashe is saving up for that BF sword right now. We can only hope. Probably going to rush Infinity Edge. Generally the smart choice with Ashe. And looks like Rise, not Ashe, but Rise is in a tight spot here mid, senses danger, and decides to kind of feign going back. Not actually going back, as Riven just kind of chilling in the bushes. Only level 8 right now, not that far behind. Volibear at 9. So if Volibear can get 2 levels on that Riven, that could be significant. Riven right now just kind of in harass mode. Now, a decent choice sort of once he gets towards mid-game, as Riven is super powerful mid-game. Rise just with a little bit of harass there, unable to really do any real damage to Riven. And the Nautilus just kind of sneaking through the bushes there, trying to use vision to his advantage, but Ashe shutting that down immediately with the crazy Hawkshot Owl. And they decide to pull back and pick up the dragon instead. Well, this Shyvana, I always keep saying Sylvana, Shyvana, decide to hop in here and jack this dragon. Does anybody have the opportunity? All 5 of them are there, so people need to be super careful when approaching this situation. Shyvana putting himself in such a terrible spot. Oh, gonna have to ultimate out of that. That was that escape capability that I was talking about earlier with the ultimate. And uh-oh, getting taken out there by that Lulu immediately. Lulu with the blue buff. Gonna get that mana back immediately and be able to head back into the mid lane. Super strong. Rise deciding to pull back. Yes, has chosen wisely in deciding to revert that decision. Nautilus gonna go ahead and pick up the Wraiths, and it looks like the farming advantage is on the purple team's side right now. They do have 2 additional kills, and they seem to be picking up a lot more jungle gold. And obviously the dragon is going to help them with that advantage too. But they seem to be farming the jungle, controlling the jungle a bit better, picking up more of those golems and more of those buffs. Nautilus coming in with their harassment Riven. This Volibear is pretty much screwed. Is the Volibear going to be able to get the kill off before he dies? No. Ignite on the Nautilus. Was that a misclick? Igniting the Nautilus right there? Probably supposed to ignite the Riven instead. Oh well. Lulu coming in, just going to farm the mid lane as nobody's here. This tower will get pushed a little bit. Let's see if Lulu's able to clear it out in time. Doesn't look like that's going to be the case, and it's just more back and forth, more traditional support AD in the bottom lane, so not too much happening here. 2 traps right in front of the tower, so it looks like this Caitlyn and this Janna are really looking to push right now. Really looking to push and not really set up for a gank necessarily, but once you get towards level 8, your Nautilus is beastie enough to kind of tower dive. So we'll see if that ends up being the situation here, as this Soraka is in a vulnerable position in terms of HP, wisely deciding to pull back there, noticing that that Nautilus is coming along, as they do have that triangle Blitz X bush warded. The dredge line successfully getting pulled off there. The tornado did miss Ashe though, and a flash coming in there from Nautilus to try to finish off the job. Soraka with a superior amount of sustain. Rise coming in, gonna hop in the bush, gonna see who he can pick off. Who's he gonna target? Oh, hopefully he targets that Janna, as Janna flashes right into position to get absolutely wrecked by Rise right there. Nice kill pickup, as Lulu is now in a bad position in the river. Shyvana flying in with the ultimate, gonna try to burst down this Lulu. Lulu able to use the flash, and the ignite is probably not going to finish off the job. Purple team able to save their asses in that situation, as they could have lost 2 more lives in that situation. Luckily, that was a great little flash there by Lulu. Newer players, that's the best thing to do when you're stuck in this dragon area. Hop right here and flash up this ledge. Take it from the pros. Don't take it from me, Awall. And for those of you out there who aren't familiar with me and my experience with this game, I am not a professional level player. I have been playing League of Legends since beta, so I know a decent amount about the game. And really, I'm just really interested in getting to be more of a part of the esports scene for this game, and to really help build it up in terms of YouTube commentaries. And I really want to bring my skills to the table, and let me know if you guys are enjoying it in the comments below. Looks like Lulu is just gonna kind of chill mid. No gank's gonna occur here. Let's take a look at the overall gold right now and see who's ahead. As right now, as I said early game, Ashe would have the advantage of 124 on the CS, but now Caitlyn pulling back into position with 122, so things starting to even out now. Caitlyn with no kills, neither is Ashe, but normally you don't see your ADs pick up that many kills until they get to about level 14. This Ashe is sort of in a vulnerable position. Luckily there was no gank in place, it would have been screwed over. Soraka coming in the game, and once again another even matchup here in the bottom lane. Nautilus gonna go ahead and pick up the red, and Shyvana marking the blue, so Rise is gonna head over to blue, giving Lulu an opportunity to push mid. Lulu not going to take that opportunity, but instead gonna head down the river, maybe for a gank on the bottom. It would be nice to kill that AD, right? Nope, Lulu just checking the river as both teams have this area warded right now. Is there going to be an altercation here? Oh, jacking that blue! Disgusting rather, as Riven jacked that blue. Just an embarrassing slap in the face there as Rise has got to be extra pissed off. Let's see if he rage ultimates somebody. Nice move there by Riven. Hats off, you might win the trophy of the match for jacking that blue. I love seeing people's blue and red and dragon get jacked in this game, as it does incite lots of emotion, especially in lower level players. League of Legends players, man, they get fired the hell up when stuff happens in this game, myself included. I don't know if you could tell, but I'm fired up just commentating this freaking match. Right now, this tower's doing pretty decently. 90% on the health. Not really too much push happening. Just more farm in the bottom lane. Ashe has successfully picked up that Vampiric Scepter as well as the BF Sword. Same deal for the Caitlyn, so they're about even in power at this time. Rise just kind of chilling mid, not really pushing that tower too hard yet. Very, very smart, because these jungles have been active as hell. Speaking of active jungle, no, Nautilus decides not to move in. Nautilus very wisely picking up that Oracles, trolling the river right now, wanting to check out any wards. Probably going to spot that one up there and take it out. No, Nautilus deciding to hop in the butt sex bush. Going to spot this ward here, take it out immediately. That does alert Ashe and Soraka that Nautilus is present. However, Shyvana, the blue jungle, is going to come in here as well and even up this fight. There's going to be a big altercation, but an X factor, of course, being Lulu in the river. This is a bad position for Shyvana, as he did know he was sitting on top of that ward in the butt sex bush. Oh my goodness! The Ashe ultimate coming in trying to save his life, but Shyvana gets taken out, unable to unleash the ultimate in time. 4 in the bottom lane, pushing hard. This tower's doomed. Rise and Ashe and Soraka probably should pull back. No, they decide not to, as Rise with full mana, definitely powerful enough to scare off even 4 players. So, alright, they know more than me. I would have pulled back entirely in that situation, but that's why I'm not a pro, and these boys are. And here's what I was talking about earlier, of Purple doing a great job of controlling the river. Rise, will he be able to get the kill? I don't think he will be able to. Lulu's going to be able to back that situation up. Rise able to jack that last big Wraith. Top lane, let's check out the statistics on Volibear versus Riven in terms of farm. I'd be really curious to see that. Riven with 125 and Volibear right now with 139. Things fairly even in the top lane. In terms of KDA, Riven is ahead though with 3 kills and Volibear is behind with 3 deaths. But not an incredible advantage in that top lane. Really the most notable thing with the top lane is the fact that Purple still has their freaking tower. So, yes indeed. Nautilus chilling in the bushes here. Okay, just killing some creeps. Just kind of getting his farm on, kind of checking the situation out. Just kind of walking around with that Oracles, trying to take out any wards. Such a valuable thing to see your jungle do that for you as a support. Normally, I'm the one walking around the map clearing out wards, but very nice to see your jungle. Since he's roaming around the most, he's the one doing out all the clearing for you. Only makes sense, right? Is that Shyvana going to be able to pop the ultimate to survive? Not having to pop it yet. The ignite on the Shyvana. The tornado there from Janna. Volibear going buck wild, popping the ult, going into crazy mode, trying to finally taking out that Riven. Very, very nice. Caitlyn trying to finish off that Ashe. Not going to happen. This Janna looks like she's in a bad position. Is she going to be able to use that movement speed to get away? Both teams being very hesitant, not chasing too much, not overextending, keeping the action contained to the middle area there. Very, very critical there that Lulu got killed. Lulu, definitely a character you want to take out. That was Lulu's first death this game, and if you can take out somebody's AP carry, you are very happy. Obviously, your main targets for new players watching this game and not really understanding who you should kill and why you should attack who and what, well, you want to attack the AP carry and the AD carry because they are going to be the most powerful characters late game, and the more that you can essentially stunt their growth in terms of CS, which is the number of creeps and money you get, and items, then the better off you're going to be late game, which is generally when this game is won. Between the 20 to 45 minute mark. This top tower looks like it's doomed as we're now evened up on the tower count. Both teams have taken out 1 tower. The overall kill count is even pretty much right now, 6 to 7, 7 with the advantage on the purple team. And look at the gold count. The gold count is evened up as well. My gosh. which way is this game gonna go? It's basically dead even at the 20-minute mark, and this is where so many League of Legends games get decided, are these mid-game and mid-late game altercations. Who's gonna get that freaking ace, right? Who's gonna take out 4 players on the other team? We'll see if either team makes a positioning mistake, and a huge determining factor there is information. I don't see any oracles on the blue team right now. They are not trolling wards right now. They're not trolling the river, trying to take out wards right now, and information becomes the most valuable asset once you get to late game. I have said it before and I will say it again. Wards are the most powerful item in this game. Ashe with just a little bit of harass on that Riven. Riven dipping out at Riven's maximum capability there. Smart decision. More wards being dropped, but once again, this Nautilus still has the oracles and is going to be able to take those out with that oracles. The oracles, huge advantage right now. Taking out your ward immediately. Of course, they're still alerted that Nautilus is there. Nope, Nautilus has to pull back, but at least their team knows that a ward is in place. Let's take a look at how everybody's vision is looking right now. Blue team, just with not that much vision on the right-hand side of the map in terms of the purple jungle, and purple with more control over the right-hand side, so they're sort of switching switching sides of the map as to which one they care about seeing the most. So taking out that Lulu once again, 2 deaths for Lulu, not good for Lulu. Your AP needs to stay alive and needs to start thriving once you get towards mid and mid-late game. Your AP carry needs those kills. Not happening right now. Huge push mid though, all 5 from the blue team here. Only 3 to defend from the purple team. Decent decision to pull back. Can't really do much about this. With the Soraka here supporting the operation, you're pretty much, the best decision is to pull back, save your lives, prevent that big mistake ace. So they're gonna cut their losses, and now the blue team has the advantage on towers. Nautilus pushing out front with the red buff. Gonna be able to take out that ward, that information being taken away. At this point in the game, in my opinion, in terms of wards, it is more valuable, of course, to have control in terms of vision over the left-hand side of the map. Why? Because of this bad boy right here, the Baron. And it looks like there's just a little bit of back and forth. Nobody really wanting to commit. Uh-oh, this Ryzen Soraka getting in a bad position. Gonna get pincered in. The Nautilus blowing everything. Lulu gonna try to finish off the Soraka. Will Soraka survive? The Ignite finishes off the job. Sylvana right now, though. Will Sylvana be able to pop that ultimate to finish off the Lulu? Not necessary. As Ashe comes in, finished off the Infinity Edge. That Ashe is now able to lay down mega damage. Ashe with 0, 0, and 6, though. No kills. No gold from kills. Only assist gold at this time. But, you know, it's okay because Caitlyn does not have any kill gold either. And that's what I was talking about, son. Right at the 25-minute mark, that Baron becomes a hot item. And the blue team deciding to take out the Baron. Will they be able to get it? Will Riven jack that Baron again? Or jack that jungle-related item again? Let's see if Riven is able to do it. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. Do it, Riven. Do it. Is Riven even going to try? No. Riven didn't even try as he decided to run off. And that Baron has been taken by the blue team. All that gold and that nice buff. Everybody doing the smart thing. Heading home. It is not critical to push, push, push right now. You're not late game. You're not that 35-minute mark. So you don't need to push. Go shop. And let's see how that gold, the gold went ahead and pushed in the blue team's advantage with these recent events and these recent set of kills in the Baron. 2K advantage on the blue team. Not a huge advantage still, though. Let's not weigh that advantage as being so powerful right now. It really isn't. This game is very, very even and is still very winnable by the purple team.
That is a horn growing out of my head.
Notice how this Ryze has built himself right now, and you're seeing that a lot of Ryze players do this. Survivability. Got the Frozen Heart, got the Tear of the Goddess, and got that Rod of the Ages. Survivability so critical with Ryze, as Ryze does have to more or less get in the game. Huge mana pull, lots of survivability, keeps your Ryze alive, and that's a big contributing factor as to why this Ryze is 5-0-1 right now. 0 deaths so far, because that Ryze is just straight up a beast. I mean, come on, you can't complain about 172 armor on your AP carry, right? Huge push here. I don't know why the blue team is extending in here, thinking they can push their luck, maybe take out this tower. Purple team does have the advantage right now, having Janna, Lulu, and Caitlyn on board with those longer range, those AoE attacks, that bursty burst, gonna be able to push you back, but Volibear deciding to head in face first. The Dredge there, trying to pull in the Rise. The Rise surviving though because of the massive armor. Huge altercation, I don't even know what the hell is going on. Riven gets taken out first. Oh, with the pushback there from Janna's ultimate, pushing people into the tower. Excellent ultimate usage there by Janna, yielding 1 kill. However, unable to save the team with that. Shyvana ultimating up, forcing the rest of them back. Lulu barely surviving. Oh my, despite the valiant efforts of that Janna, this purple team is effed in the middle lane. Their tower got taken out. Their inhibitor in bad shape. Gonna go ahead and swipe that Baron buff. That Baron buff, the huge factor there. I was thinking even with the Baron buff, they'd be in trouble. Didn't matter. With the Baron buff, they felt safe. They felt like they could beast through it, and they did. Huge advantage right now for the blue team. 4 towers out, mid lane down, super creeps coming along, and now it's time probably for the blue team to head out into the jungle, take all the buffs they can, and then come back and start harassing another lane. Another altercation here. This Nautilus not in a good position versus a late game Ashe. Late game Ashe with the Zeal and the Infinity Edge doesn't have the last Whisper, so not able to just drop those massive hits into that Nautilus because of his beefiness. However, that Lulu getting killed freaking again. 4 deaths in a row for that AP carry on the purple side. Bad news, bad news, bad news. You don't want to see that. Riven farming up right now as much as he can. The Lulu is staying fairly comparable in terms of CS with the Rise, but the Rise, they're fairly even on farm, actually, the Lulu and the Rise, so there you go. You hate to see your Lulu die over and over and over again. Hopefully that Lulu can be a big factor for the purple team once we get in the late game in those team fights. Volibear leading the charge right now. Volibear leading the charge. Volibear can get so freaking beastie at this point in the game with 187 armor and 118 magic resist, picking up all those tank-related items. The Omen, the most notable, of course. Riven picking up the golems, and everybody just kind of staying in their woods. And the blue team waiting for those super creeps to be mid so that they can start to press their advantage again in the mid. Why aren't they pushing another lane? It doesn't. Oh no! Lulu getting focused again. 5 deaths for Lulu. Worst game ever for Lulu. Oh my, that's gotta be so frustrating. But you know, as an AP carry or an AD carry, that's your life, right? You get focused over and over and over again. The Riven just chilling in the bush here, doesn't know what to do, deciding to head back rather than run up the mid and get completely just destroyed by the entire team. Now pressing their luck in the mid without the Baron buff. Are they gonna be able to take out this tower? Doesn't look like they can, and now it's actually a pretty even fight in terms of power. However, the Riven gets taken out immediately. The Nautilus, of course, is going to survive, and the Janna has to pull back the Caitlyn, just unable to get any traction, as now Ashe and Rise and Volibear focusing that Caitlyn down, and it looks like this might be a GG no re. Will it be? Trying to take out this tower. Now Nautilus and Lulu trying to pull forward. They have full health. They have the fountain advantage. Can they take out the Volibear? The Volibear just straight beasting as much as he can. Getting 3v1'd there, getting taken out. Uh-oh, the Shyvana in a very bad position. Shyvana gonna be taken out as well. Looks like Purple is able to stave off an immediate death, but both Nexus towers have been taken out. Oh my goodness, what a terrible position to be in as the Purple squad. Don't get aced, blue team. Run, Soraka, run. And is this Nautilus gonna ace this thing? It looks like it's going to be close, and it looks like the Nautilus is set up to ace it. Soraka can sustain, and the Dredge line pulling it in there, and probably going to secure that kill. Both players with their oracles, and I think Soraka is going to lose her oracles immediately. Wow, the ace. Whew! That was an intense amount of action. Oh my goodness, this late game action is so freaking hardcore. Rise is back though, so that it really isn't an effective late game ace. Rise able to come out to defend whatever he wants, but defending not even a huge factor right now, right? Why? Because those supers are straight rolling up the mid and pushing the purple team back, keeping them in their base. I guess at this point, Is the blue team going to decide to go back straight up the gut? Go straight up the mid? Push all mid FTW? Or are they going to decide to push the top or bottom lane? And get some more supers going? Let's see what they decide to do. If they decide to push one of the side lanes, the best part about having supers mid, right, is purple will have to peel somebody off to deal with that. Rise chilling in the river right now. Yeah, wise decision to pull back there. Let's take a look at Vision, see what the ward situation is like. Blue team with virtually no wards out there, with almost no vision. Not such an important factor right up until this point, because they've had the purple team push back into their base. And purple team, it's about the same situation, so I guess it's sort of a non-factor. Lulu! Oh, ultimating and flashing out of that situation to survive Lulu. Just unable to get any traction this game. Blue not pushing the other lanes, going straight up the gut. FTW, Caitlyn, flashing out. This whole team has to pull back, rally around their Nexus. This is such a tough situation. If Blue decides to all in that Nexus, they might be able to get it. Riven just pushing forward with no one to back up Riven. I feel like Riven's been overextending over and over and over this game, causing so many deaths. The inhibitor's gonna go down, while the Ashe and Rise harass. Once that inhibitor goes down, that might be GG no re. Let's see what happens. The Nexus is completely exposed. Nautilus straight chilling at the fountain. I think conceding to defeat. Wow, what an epic end to that match. This high elo play has been super exciting. Blue team wins. Yoruzo, Evil Funny Bunny, Zero Pilo, Espara, and Slippy Hippie pulling down the victory. This is our very first Procast. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. Let me know if you want more Procast. Can't wait to bring you those Trollcasts as well. Be sure to subscribe to FTW Broadcasting by clicking the link above, or check out our League of Legends playlist by clicking the link above as well. I'm going to sign out, and I'll see you in the next cast. FTW.